Hello, this is Shantae. Brown sugar top under black unicorn. I think that in my show, I have been misguided. I think today is like Misguided Monday because I don't know exactly what always happens and goes on. In my opinion, it's like just I don't know. It just I don't know. My opinion is my opinion. You know, that's how I feel. And facts are facts in all these different situations. So I guess today is Misguided Monday. I'm giving a hug to myself because this is the part where your anxiety starts to like kind of take over a little bit, but that you are just human and you make mistakes too, and that it's okay for that to happen. So I guess today is my misguided time to just be like, hey, you are a great person. You are phenomenal. You are making changes. You are moving forward. You are taking steps to guide yourself through life. You are patting yourself on the back. You are, you're doing all the great things that you need to do for yourself. And it's okay. And you can smile at that. So, something that I used to do all the time, like before now, before a kid, and it's like what? Almost is this would be 10 years is people used to tell me at work, they'd be like, why you come to work dressed like that? Why you eat that stuff? Like, oh my God. And so I have to also give shouts out and love to social media because um, like I said, it really did change me. Even though it was some negativity and stuff, and I really did not like that because it was just like getting under my skin. But I really did like, I really still do like the parts where it's just like I can find somebody that relates to it, like somebody that relates to the story, somebody that just gives you like somebody else is like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, honey. I know because I've been through the same thing. Because I never look at anybody's lunch and I'm like, what did you do? How did you like it? But yes, I do. But out of curiosity and how I'm going to make the recipe, not out of why do you do that? Like, why do you do what you do? And then some people would get offended by the situation. And so it's like, well, it's because I eat. Like I worked at a grocery store and I learned all these different things and I researched them and how better to take care of my body and how better to lose the weight and all this different stuff. And this is what works for me. And I believe that if I keep doing this way, these things won't happen for my future. I like going to the doctor and them saying, hey, you don't have high blood pressure. You don't have diabetes. You may have this, but guess what? You're okay. That's a great level for this. This is an excellent level for that. You need to work on this just a little bit more, but other than that, you are so great. I like to hear it. I like to hear that. So, I feel like the eating thing, the misguided part, the eating thing has gotten a little better, but then I'm in this space now where people are feeding me, and I'm like, I don't like it. I'm not gonna eat it. I'm just not. And again, I feel like some people may get offended, but it's not even that. Like I don't know. I can't have tomato sauce. I can't have. I'm not gonna eat any white pastas and all that stuff. Some things I'm just not gonna eat because I cannot have that kind of diet every day. I can eat every once in a while, but every day that's a no-no. For me, it's a no-no. Um, and family will do that to you too. Family will sit you down at the table and feed you things that they know you cannot have. Even after you've been to the hospital, even after the doctor said you couldn't have it, and y'all still try to give your grandmama whatever or your granddaddy this, that, and the other, and you know it ain't right for them. So it's almost like, are you contributing to their health? Are you contributing to their failure? And so you have to really think about that and what we're doing. And since it never has happened to the point where we then tell our parents, hey, no, you don't need to do that. People actually think you wrong for telling your mama you want her to live long and let me help you get your food right. You see what I'm saying? People, they're trying to shame you. Like, you can't be talking to your mom. Can't tell you, can't help. You can. Misguided Monday. It's just like a misguided situation. And so anyway, what I've learned is stick to what I know. That's what I learned on this journey. Kind of stick to what you know about what you know that you know. Okay. Some things you don't know. Learn from those things that you don't know, but still stand your ground for what you do know. Um. So that's the whole thing too. And then the working out. I think I don't indulge enough, but I do indulge. Okay. Um, I don't think I'm making my workouts as complicated as they used to be. And yesterday a new fear came up, was like, what if somebody said, do this challenge with me, right? Can you do it? So it's like now I got to kick my workout up to be able to do the challenge. Cause guess what? I wanna keep doing it. Like, I enjoy yoga and the workouts and just all of it. Like, I really do. So it's like I want to keep that going in myself and in my life. And um, it has brought me to a point of healing. Even though I'm misguided, it has brought me to a point of healing. Because some of my thoughts, yes, they become misguided from the anxiety and different things like that. And sometimes I don't do the research and all that different stuff. But and it's more of a feeling. Somebody else told me, stop thinking with your feelings. Start thinking with your mind. It's like, but you can't tell somebody that always thinks with their feelings because they don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do it. I honestly do not know how to sit down and be like, okay, this is without feelings. I cannot do it. Like, I don't know who can. I don't know people who can. I don't even think you could teach that because I think it's something that's innate in you. I think it's part of who you are and what you do and how you live and your personality and all those different things. And I guess because I do it, I don't see anything wrong with it. Because that person can't come back one day and be like, oh, yeah, this is because of your feelings that you went through all this. Because somebody else could have made rational decisions and went through the same thing. So it's like, that's it, like, for me. Um, because it's still a feeling situation. Like, when you're making a decision, it may involve your feelings. It may, but you can cut them off too. You see what I'm saying? So it's almost like, how can you say don't make it with your feelings when all you gotta do, if you cut the feelings off, you still have your feelings involved because it takes feelings to cut the feelings off. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, it's like you are human. You're not beyond being human. And that's the one thing I learned about myself too in my misguided situations is that um I purely guide myself and um not to say that God is not involved, but God helps too. But it's like it's a guidance, it's just like a guidance of yourself. And in every process, I take the time to look at it and try to realize and figure out, is this a good situation for me or is this not a good situation for me? Is this the best situation for me or is this not the best situation for me? How do I look at it? And that's when I realized that um, a lot of times it's like all we have so many problems and we want to make that the guide. We want to make that the focus, and there's nothing wrong with that either because that feels that if you still dwelling on that problem, maybe nobody listened to you, maybe nobody heard you, and maybe nobody helped you. And I think that had a lot to do with the situation when I was just because I had to go back and really think about why would I be like what is this about the rape? Because it was just on my mind, y'all. It was just like on my mind. Like, it was so long ago, but it's like I grieved my mother, and that's all I could think about. Or if I go through something, that's all I could think about. And I know people be like, well, you got to push it away, or somebody could say. Nobody said that to me, though. Nobody said anything. And that was the whole thing. It was like, okay, but when I say this to you, do you hear me? Like, do you hear what I'm saying that this person did, and how many people tried to, and how many people did? And, it's like, man, like, I don't know what's going on. I had no clue about what was going on and why it was happening or anything. And so I'm just like, what? what is happening? Like, what is it? So I don't know. Like, it's still like no, I still have no answers, nothing. And so, that was my whole thing. I was like, what's wrong? And why can't anybody say anything? Like, what is wrong with you saying to me? I acknowledge that this is what's happening. I acknowledge that, and we will try to fix it, or we will fix it. We will fix it. We will fix it. I will teach my son this. I will teach my daughter this. But mainly, it was like for me. Even it's everybody. Like it's like I will teach them. I will help them. I will guide them because I don't want anybody to go through I don't want anybody to go through life like that either.